Tin Pan Alley is the name given to the collection of New York City music publishers and songwriters who dominated the popular music of the United States in the late 19th century and early 20th century. The name originally referred to a specific place, West 28th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues in Manhattan, and a plaque exists on the sidewalk on 28th Street between Broadway and 6th commemorating that. The start of Tin Pan Alley is usually dated to about 1885, when a number of music publishers set up shop in the same district of Manhattan. Tin Pan Alley continued into the 1950s, when earlier styles of American popular music were upstaged by the rise of rock and roll. During early Tin Pan Alley, vaudeville replaced the minstrel show as the most popular form of stage entertainment. These shows had a great appetite for music, and the publishing houses were more than happy to assist, as enormous amounts of money were to be made from the sale of songs popularized by these shows. In the first 2 decades of its existence, Tin Pan Alley produced a succession of songs remarkable from a commercial standpoint and for their endurance in American culture. The market potential for songs was enormous, even by today's standards. Charles K. Harris's After the Ball in 1892 sold over 5 million copies. Large numbers of songs from this period became widely known and are a part of our traditions even today. Songs like In the Good Old Summertime from 1902, Give My Regards to Broadway from 1904, Shine on Harvest Moon in 1908, Down by the Old Mill Stream, and Let Me Call You Sweetheart from 1910 are still sung today, and their melodies could probably be sung by just about anyone in this audience. The 1899 song Hello My Baby is familiar to all of us. Why, you ask? Observe where it has appeared in films and television beginning in 1955.
Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Hello.
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 Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
I'm Just Wild About Harry, a 1921 song written by two black men and performed by an all-black cast, was introduced in the successful show Shuffle Along. Subsequently, it was featured in the 1939 movie Babes in Arms, starring Judy Garland. Daffy Duck in Yankee Doodle Daffy performed it in 1943, and in 1955 it was performed by Michigan J. Frog. It was also the campaign song for Harry S. Truman in 1948. Judy Garland performed in the 1939 film Babes in Arms in blackface.
Wild about Harry, and Harry's wild about me. The heavenly blisses of his kisses fills me with ecstasy. He's sweet just like chocolate candy, or like the honey from a bee. Oh, I'm just wild about Harry, and he's just wild about me. Cannot do without, he's just wild about me.
I'm just wild about Harry, and Harry's wild about me. The heavenly blisses of his kisses fills me with ecstasy. That's just a rough idea, you understand. He's the sweetest chocolate candy, and just like honey from a bee. Oh, I'm just wild about Harry, and he's just wild about cannot do without. He is from the south, can't you hear me shout? Talking with my mouth, could you ever doubt? He's just wild about me.
Wild about Harry, and Harry's wild about me. Oh, I'm just wild about Harry, and he's just wild about cannot do without. He's just wild about me.
I Want to Be Loved by You is a 1928 song popularized initially by Helen Kane, also known as Betty Boop.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, alone. Boop boop da doo. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you, alone. Pop, I couldn't aspire to anything higher than feel the desire to make you my own.
In the 1959 film Some Like It Hot, Marilyn Monroe sings this song.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, ba-deedly deedly deedly dum, boop boopy doop.
Prior to the 1920s, a song's popularity was measured by the number of copies of sheet music sold. Even the poorest homes had pianos, and the song pluggers, performers who worked in music shops playing the latest releases, were hired. Additionally, popular artists of the day were persuaded to perform the new songs in their act in order to give the songs more exposure to the public. If a famous entertainer such as Eddie Cantor or Bing Crosby performed a song, it was almost a guarantee for success. An example of song plugging can be observed in the 1949 film In the Good Old Summertime, starring Judy Garland and Van Johnson. The 1910 song Put Your Arms Around Me, Honey is performed for a potential customer, a character actor seen on the left.
All your might, oh baby, won't you roll them eyes that I just idolize your eyes, and when they look at me my heart begins to float, then it starts a rocking like a motorboat. Oh, I never knew anymore.
Rainy Night in Rio, a 1946 hit performed by the Andrews Sisters, Dinah Shore, and others, was also performed in Long-Haired Hair, starring Bugs Bunny.
What did they do on a rainy night in Rio? A rinky-pinky-pink, what did they do when there is no starry sky? Oh, starry sky, where do they go when they can't go for a walk? Do they stay home and talk, or do they sit inside?
Radio broadcasts of the 1930s and 1940s featuring popular music segued into weekly television programs in the early 1950s. Sing Along with Mitch featured a moving bouncing ball that hovered over lyrics to encourage viewers to join Mitch and sing along. Sunday Night with Ed Sullivan's variety show enabled viewers to see live performances of such greats as Eddie Cantor, the Andrews Sisters, and Sophie Tucker, singing the songs that they had popularized. Your Hit Parade brought listeners and viewers 7 top-rated popular songs for the week, sung by the regular cast of vocalists. Record albums, CDs, live performances, MP3 files, online videos, podcasts, streaming services such as Spotify, Apple Music, and Pandora, accessibility to radio broadcasts anywhere in the world, and television enable us to hear and learn music from any era, thus preserving the great songs that might have been forgotten. You have a song in your heart. With today's digital technology, you can actually fit 10,000 songs in your heart. Thank you so much for coming to our show. We hope you will enjoy the stories we tell and the songs we sing.